Well, good morning. 4:56 a.m. and I'm wide awake. I tell you, sleeping in this Tempur-Pedic bed really makes a big difference. Time to let the boys outside. I'm sure they're ready to go. They're all frisky this morning. Yeah, when they're hungry, they're all loving and everything. I'm sure they're ready to eat. They're used to eating it around 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning. So they get a big can of cat food in the morning to start their day off right. What's it going to be today? Friskies, savory shreds with ocean whitefish and tuna in sauce. Come on, guys. Kitties, come on. Kitty, 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 kitty. So, looks like breakfast is served. Well, having had breakfast, I guess the boys are going exploring. Oh, another thing I didn't realize I'd like so much is having a 50-inch monitor for my computer. This is her TV set, and it has an HDMI input, and so I just ran the HDMI cable that was plugged into her DVD player into the side of my little laptop here. If you can set up a deal like this, I highly recommend it. Well, I think for breakfast this morning I'm going to have a couple of these Richard's smoked sausages. Of course, being sausage, they're low carb, and I think each one has about 150 calories in it. Normally I would not eat breakfast, and I would just wait till I got to work and drink coffee till about 9 o'clock, and then maybe have a part of my lunch at 9, and then the rest of my lunch at lunchtime. But being that I'm waking up almost an hour earlier than normal, I'm going to be hungrier earlier. So this should keep me full for a long time. Well, let's see. It's Tuesday evening. About to go into the garage and see if the boys are ready to come in. They've had a long, hot day outside, but they've had plenty of food and water. Let's see if they're in the yard or if they're in the garage. Hey, Con. Looks like Con is in the garage. Con? Kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. Butterscotch? He doesn't look much worse for wear. He's had a long day outside, but he seems like he's alright. Butterscotch? Kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. Butterscotch? Kitty? Well, no sign of Butterscotch. He may be out prowling in the yard. There he is. Butterscotch, kitty. Ready to come in? He looks a little bit nervous for some reason. Maybe it's this iPad. He doesn't recognize it. Butterscotch, kitty. You ready to come inside, huh? You ready to come inside, huh? Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. He's ready to eat. I'm sure they're both ready to eat. And tonight's menu features Whiskas with beef. Looks like it's time for a potty break. Let the feasting begin. I'm not sure what happened, but I don't think Con liked that flavor. So what's on tap for dinner tonight? HEB Brussels sprouts. And this is just a little experiment to show you that you don't have to buy those steamer bags in the frozen food section and pay extra so that you can steam them in the plastic bag, when you can just buy the plain Brussels sprouts and steam it in their bag that it comes in. I learned this by accident when I accidentally thought I had bought a steamer bag with some type of sauce on it and threw it in the microwave, and turned out it was just regular Brussels sprouts, and they turned out just fine. So I'm going to put this on for about 12 minutes and then test it, see how it turns out. And for a side dish, I'm going to have 2 of those chicken thighs that I had cooked over the weekend. I put them in the refrigerator after I finished cooking them. And normally I don't like the flavor of chicken thighs or chicken drumsticks whenever they've been sitting in the refrigerator, because somehow the flavor changes, but putting them in this little toaster oven and cooking them just a bit for about 20 minutes seems to do the trick. They taste just as good as the day I got them. So let me throw this into the microwave, set it for 12 minutes, and we'll see how it turns out. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to mention. When I picked these things up out of the microwave, I picked it up by the corner here. I do not advise trying to grab my things because I'm sure they're still steaming hot. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming off the Brussels sprouts, so I don't advise trying to grab this by anything but other than the corners, or unless you've got some tongs or something like that. And you can see the steam coming off of them. Let's give it the fork test. And it feels like I'm just pressing into warm butter when I stick the fork in them. They're not tough at all. So this just goes to show that you do not have to buy those expensive steamer bags in order to steam your vegetables in a plastic bag. The bag that they come in, that the cheap stuff comes in, works just as well. And just in case you're wondering how many of these make up a meal for me at 30 months post-op, there's approximately 19 right there, and about 19 or 20 in the other container. I try to just split it up half and half. I can usually eat about 15 of these in one meal if I eat nothing else. And all I put on them is a little salt and about half a tablespoon of butter. And you may be asking yourself, what happened to the chicken thighs? He promised us chicken thighs, and there they are. I will not be eating them with my first meal this evening because the Brussels sprouts are going to completely fill me up, and I would rather eat those right now than chicken thighs. But I will probably wait about 2 hours and have one chicken thigh, and then wait another 2 or 3 hours and have the third one before I go to bed. So that's what I'll have, 3 small meals, each one consisting of around 200 to 250 calories for the evening. I tried setting up the cat cubes a little bit different today. Maybe this way they can't knock them over and flatten them out. And Con's already climbed inside. Butterscotch is trying to start a fight, or a mock war. Now I'm going to try something really diabolical. I had to hide the cat toy here in the laundry room where I could lock it up, because the cats will search for it and they'll try to grab it and get it from wherever I hide it. If I put it between the cushions and the couch and covered it up, and they were digging through the couch trying to find it because they saw me hide it. But I'm going to see what happens when I do a combination of cat toy and cat cube. Okay, I've set up the iPad so that I can monitor the cats and let you see the full WWF action with cats own cat toys. Well, that's it for the Cat Cube WWF Wrestling. They weren't as active as I wanted them to be, but they seem to enjoy it. So, this is my 4th day of house sitting, cat sitting, and I wanted to run home this evening real quick and grab my mail, see what the house was still here. If it hadn't burned down or been broken into, because I was getting nervous. I'm not normally away from my home more than a night or two at the most, so this is a little bit different for me. So what you're seeing out there is my thornless blackberry vines and my overgrown yard. As you can see, I no longer have any squash vines whatsoever. Spaghetti squash is gone. It's dead. It has bit the dust. It is bereft of life. It has gone on to spaghetti squash heaven. And I just wanted to run here and do a quick checkup on the watermelon plants. Looks like they're good 10, 12, 15 feet long now. They're really spreading out big time. Lots and lots of blooms. No signs of any watermelon babies yet. But there are tons and tons of blooms out here. So hopefully something will pollinate. Looks like my eggplants here are wilting quite a bit because we have not had any rain recently. I got my one little baby eggplant growing under there. I don't know how well he's going to hold up without any rain, and I don't plan on watering him any, so we'll just take it as it comes, see what happens. And I figured I would do a little update on my muscadine vines. They're not really getting any bigger. They're all about the same. I guess they're all suffering from a lack of rainwater. Still got plenty of them though, but as I said before, it'll be sometime in the middle of August. Another, about 2 more months, and they'll start turning black and be ready to eat. So that's it for now. That's the last of the garden update for the next few days. I won't be back here at my home probably until next Monday, maybe Sunday. So this is Joe Saint signing out from VSG Land. Keep pimping that garden. Well, there's the last one. My last protein bar. I've gone through 4 boxes pretty doggone quick. I'm not sure how quickly, but it was a lot faster than I would have liked to have gone through them. So I'm cutting out protein bars for a while anyway. So as the Doors would say, this is the end, my friend. Yep, this is the last bar I'm going to be having for quite a while. Unless somebody wants to send me some free samples to taste test.